All right, I'm the flat rate master, and today we're talking about being ambidextrous and always multitasking. What is ambidextrous? Well, it means being able to use your non-dominant hand as well as your dominant hand. Now, I happen to be right-handed, so that means being able to use my left hand as well as my right hand. I'm going to tell a little story. When I was 12, I was hanging in a tree like this, and the limb broke. I fell and face planted and broke both my arms. I broke this arm. When I got my arm out of the gloves I was in, my arm was straight, my hand was twisted. I broke this bone as well. So I was in 2 casts at the same time. Part of my hand all the way up past my elbow. This one was just a partial cast. So I had to learn how to be very ambidextrous very quickly. And it has paid dividends in this industry. Why? Because I can stick my left hand places that my right hand really can't get the right angle and start a bolt with my left hand. So I can reach into a car and sit there and screw in a nut or a bolt, get it started so I can tighten that bolt up with my left hand. It's a skill you really should learn in this industry. If you don't have it, you should definitely pick it up. You should definitely be trying to do as much as you can with your non-dominant hand. Why? Well, one, it's generally going to be weaker than your dominant hand for obvious reasons, and so you'll strengthen it. And trust me, a lot of times the right angle is with your left hand. You know, if you're going to the back of a cylinder head on the passenger side and you're trying to stick your right hand in there, you're going to be at a really difficult angle. If you go in with your left hand, it'll be much more in line with where you need to go. Sometimes. Sometimes right works better, you know, but point of it that is you need to develop that skill. It is an extremely useful skill that will save time and effort on your part being able to do that. All right, multitasking. This is something I see a lot of young technicians do a lot, and that is a technician lean. You know, they're watching oil drain. Instead of doing something else, they're sitting there watching a cooling system, you know, fill up with a vacuum filler. They're sitting there just watching. Go do something else, you know. That's when you go, like, I'm going to put up a picture right now. I was draining oil, the oil filter, and coolant on a vehicle. I was doing a thermostat and an oil change among some other stuff. While it was draining, I went and grabbed the oil filter off the shelf. I then checked all the tires, air pressure. I wasn't just standing there. I wasn't just, you know, and it seems simple. Everything you do like that will save time. Time is money. You know, a 0.1 here and there adds up over the course of a day. That might be another car you can pull in. That might be another 2 cars you can pull in. You know, it's simple stuff like that that a lot of guys lose on flat rate. They don't multitask. When I'm working on a car, most guys are going, okay, I need to do this. So they're focusing on doing this, you know, undoing the injector harness wires. In my head, I'm already 3 steps ahead. I've already planned next step I'm going to do is take the intake manifold bolts out. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Always be thinking ahead, multitasking. When you're looking at the car, plan the tools you're going to need. Stage them. So you can just reach over, grab, you know, you're going to need 15 millimeter socket and an impact gun to take the alternator bolts out. You're going to need an 8 millimeter and an extension and a swivel to take the intake manifold bolts out. Well, plan ahead. Simple, but every little bit helps when you're on flat rate. You know, planning your steps. Do everything you can while the vehicle's up in the air. I've talked about this many times before, but it's a simple little thing. It's planning ahead, planning your repair so you're as efficient as possible. You know, don't be going up and down, up and down, up and down with a vehicle when you could be doing all this stuff at once and then drop it down. Plan out your repair, not by service procedure, but by what works best for the car, the vehicle you're on, and what you're doing. You know, if you're doing multiple repairs, you can be doing multiple repairs at once, maximizing your time so you can build more hours. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up. Comments are always appreciated, and as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.